It's the biggest question in sim racing right now. Which is the better game, Le Mans Ultimate or iRacing? Within this video, I'm going to show you some pretty incredible comparisons between Le Mans Ultimate and iRacing. And in fact, we're going to use some other special guests as well to really work out what Le Mans Ultimate is doing. Is it going to be this incredibly immersive, authentic World Endurance Championship simulator? Well, I'm going to start off here in the Cadillac V-Series incredible hypercar GTP at Sebring, and there are some interesting differences that Le Mans Ultimate does. So it's running on rFactor 2. By the way, this is a completely unsponsored video. I'm just giving you my honest opinion here. I'm not taking a free key for Le Mans Ultimate. Now have a look at the sides of the track, especially the curbing. This iRacing scan is due to get, or the iRacing track is due to get an update with the curbing. Now look here, we see a difference in the track detailing at the back, a grandstand. I'm not sure which is more accurate right now, or if it's a temporary grandstand there. We can also see more consistent branding in Le Mans Ultimate with the sponsors, as you might expect. But to be honest, we don't care about sponsors, do we? We care about lots of other things, handling especially. Now have a look here as we go around the curbs. You can see those curbs in iRacing are going to become more detailed. That's coming in, was announced in their latest update. But you can see how the Porsche hypercar ahead does bounce off those curbs, as you might expect, because it does take too much of it. And have a look at the dirt on either side there. On the right hand side, you can see maybe slightly more in iRacing. There's some on the left now where there isn't in rFactor 2, which is interesting stuff that not always is apparent in a scan. That's somewhere where the developers need to take a view about what they want to do. Now I found this very interesting. Look at the lock in rFactor 2, or sorry, Le Mans Ultimate on the left hand side. You can see that that is locked at max lock. Now this is something that is a bane to Forza Motorsport players, and I was very interested to see whether that was also going to be the case in iRacing. So playing iRacing forward here, because it's a little bit further back, you can see this sort of soaring motion. It's unclear there whether we actually sort of hit more lock than Le Mans Ultimate. So if you are going to be playing in this authentic cockpit view, I think it is important. So we come in, I've locked up here so many times by the way, and gone straight on. Interesting that there aren't cones in Le Mans Ultimate. So the car turning in, and there we hit that lock. Difficult to say with iRacing. Unlikely that you'd be going in there and hitting max lock in a hypercar. That's just not a very good way to drive. So that is a little bit weird. You can also see the wheels here. So it should be pretty much the same wheel. By the way, I also wanted to do some Toyota comparisons, and that's not in iRacing. So this is a GR010 hybrid car. So I've had to compare this actually against Gran Turismo 7. On the left-hand side is my good friend Michi Hoyer doing some laps, and you can see here that it's maybe not as clear-cut as you might think. So Le Mans Ultimate is meant to come to console, but it's not launching on console. It's launching as part of the early access. I did make a mistake in my earlier video. I said that you could pre-order it. You can't pre-order it, but you can get it on early access. It's not the full game, so I just want to make that clear. And again, in the Toyota, you can see I'm surprised by the detail you actually get in Gran Turismo 7 against Le Mans Ultimate here. Even the crowd, you know I love crowds when it comes to these comparisons, but I thought you might find this little one interesting. We are going to return to iRacing, but again here you can see the comparison in the lock in the wheel and the curbing. Very, very, very similar sort of time of day or feeling in both of these videos here, which is quite cool. Different gloves in both cars. I'm looking at the dash as well. Simplified dash, I believe, in Gran Turismo 7. Which game looks better? Hard to say, because it's not direct capture from Le Mans Ultimate. We'll do that tomorrow, but you can go back and have a look. Let me know what you think looks better there. So back now at Sebring in iRacing, and again have a look at the curbs here. iRacing, you can clearly see the tyre marks on the curb. A lot of tyre marks, so it gives an indication about whether you can go on those curbs or not. Now going to left-hander. For me, it feels like there's a little bit more definition in the curbs on iRacing, but I really like the way that we shot past that 911 GTE that will be there. That was quite nice, and you know, in endurance racing there is going to be a lot of lapping and whatnot, and iRacing does do multi-class, but I would hope that's going to be a real hallmark of Le Mans Ultimate, is going to be multi-class racing. Some weird shaking on the right hand side. That's not me driving, that's just from a replay. So just want to make that clear. I'm not having some sort of seizure as I'm driving here. Sebring, a really bumpy circuit if you've ever driven it. I've done the 12 hours here a few times. And again, some differences as you'll be seeing in the track scan, but also the dirt to either side of the track. So this is a full screen here of Le Mans Ultimate as you go past. It's very unusual for me part of Sebring, where you sort of make up your own track limits, run very wide here on the exit. You can see there's no geoblock on the outside, it's curb and then a little bit of dirt. Let's have a look now in iRacing as we go through this section. So track detailing is really important here because it's very hard to delineate where the circuit is sort of around here where you can go. So you go straight over the white line, no one really cares. And have a look on the outside, a bit similar, I have to say. Looks like more definition in the curbs in iRacing, but you know, we can't really tell from Le Mans Ultimate because it's not a direct capture. So I'll be capturing that at 4K. Make sure you're subscribed, by the way, because if you're interested in Le Mans Ultimate, there's going to be a lot of Le Mans Ultimate content coming on the channel. You can see more track objects in Le Mans Ultimate though. On the left hand side we've got rows of camper vans and we've got the lorries here. The Vanderbilt lorries, can't remember. Coming into the last corner as we go under the bridge and then onto the very bumpy, that would be the home straight. So we'll put these side by side here. See, there is some more track detailing I feel in the Ultimate. Very, very, very similar. Very similar, I have to say, much more similar it feels than my recent Forza Gran Turismo comparison. This bridge looks like it's not really fully dressed up in iRacing. So here's the last corner, multiple lines through here. Again, some multiplast going on in Le Mans Ultimate and some more grandstands as well, just popping up. Actually, no, sorry, there is a grandstand there in iRacing, just no one's in it. So I'm not sure why that is. Games take different design decisions when they want to populate the grandstands or not, give you a different feeling. And what is the hypercar going to do at the top? Oh, getting a bit of a tank slapper on. So you can sort of get a feeling here. It looks like it's taking some damage as well. If you look at the front left of the Cadillac, and here we go. Yeah, look at that moment there. So we've both got the Michelin signage up here, pit boxes and everything looking pretty similar. What game has a better draw distance? There's a bit more colour in iRacing. It's a bit more subdued in Le Mans Ultimate. Great comparison this, I have to say. And look at the track surface as well. We know iRacing does have these very detailed scans. Hard to tell in Le Mans Ultimate, to be honest, at this stage. We're going to go down here. You can see there is the flagman on the left-hand side. No US flag in Le Mans Ultimate. The iRacing developers made sure to get that US flag in. And we've got a slightly different advertising hoarding over the start-finish line. It was Chevrolet in iRacing. It's now Cadillac in Le Mans Ultimate, which is surely no surprise. I don't think that's the actual one I have. I think it is actually, if I remember the Sebring 12 Hours last year. I think Jack Aitken won, who is my karting alumnus. We both raced in Club 100 karting in the UK, Jack Aitken. And he now drives this Cadillac hypercar as a full-time driver for the Cadillac factory team, which is incredible. Right, more content coming on Ultimate. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you next time.